They're called agents. They have the agency attached to them, agents. So they're working on behalf of who? The broker usually, right? Which would be their employer. So I'm assuming here, I don't know for a fact, I don't know, we used to have real estate agents in our class, but I don't know for a fact, but the way I'm reading this is real estate agents are independent contractors. That's the way I'm reading this. So let's see what an independent contractor is. Independent contractor is a person who is hired to perform a specific undertaking, but who is free to choose how and when to perform the work. Okay, so the problem with some of these companies out there, they like to hire people under the independent contractor name because they don't want any responsibility to what this individual does. They don't want to be brought into court for a tort or fraud, whatever. So they say, you know what, we're hiring you as an independent contractor. But remember, there are laws. If you are not an independent contractor and you're not free to choose how and when to perform your work, you are not an independent contractor. Okay. Now, if you're hired by someone to be an independent contractor, you have to be able to be free to choose your assignments, maybe. Let's think about a substitute teacher. If they're hired as an independent contractor, that works because they're not saying you work Monday through Friday from this time to this time. No, a substitute teacher gets to pick their times and their days. That is free to choose how and when they want to work. That is an independent contractor. Everyone see it? So if you have a set schedule, okay, you're usually not an independent contractor. Even though you get to perform your work however you want to do it, you're not free to choose when and how, when you want to do it. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, so anyways, there's a lot of people out there that call themselves independent contractors because their employee says so, but I can honestly say some of them are really not independent contractors. The employer just doesn't want to deal with taxes and all the other stuff that comes with hiring people. Okay, so let's look at an example here. Building contractors and the subcontractors